everything is your diet. So you got to just be very picky about what you choose to intake, because that's ultimately going to form your thoughts, and then your thoughts form your universe.
Bitch, I'm repping Kansas like I used to play. Host attack, told myself I would make it, mean I'm not supposed to brag. Close to last, rock bottom approaching that. When you get the keys, doors will open fast. When you go this hard, you supposed to crash. Took me as a joke, so I'm supposed to laugh. They fold under pressure and I'm smoking that. Rappers need food, well I need beats inside my grocery bag. Supposed to have this drive when you in the grind overlap. Real shit.
So right now we're in the works of getting teaser pieces ready for about 4 or 5 songs, so I can push out and product test and just see what the audience and my fans are fucking with, right? Essentially, whichever one organically catches fire, I'm gonna run ads behind. Once that happens, I'm gonna push out the song. And the goal is to grow my audience right now. So I think my initial plan is I'm actually gonna drop a remix.
Religion sick, money Robitussin, my flow discussing. There is no discussion that I make it hit like some cold percussion. Off with his head, that's a whole concussion. Ain't no one trusting any work you put in, cause they know you rushing. And you know I'm urgent, so my goals I'm crushing. I don't love these hoes, so I'm never lusting. I mean life a bitch, I'm forever fucking, I'm forever busting.
Just so people can hear me on a track they're familiar with. And then I'm still gonna be pushing out content on Instagram. With that being said, like there's really no one in my niche, so I'm gonna be going to a pretty unsaturated market, so I kind of feel like that's to my advantage, being a Punjabi artist in fucking America that raps in English. Not only raps, but actually is skillful at it and like sounds cool and shit, right? Like, shout out Nav. He doesn't really talk about being Indian and not saying like, you need to like, oh dude, like this is how I live being Indian, blah, 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 right? I'm just saying there's no real representation of our culture in the music game. So there's no one to like relate to for like a 14-year-old, right? Who like may want to be a rapper like me or some shit one day. Then they hear someone like me on track or like Nav and they're like, yo, I can do this shit for sure. So that's kind of just where I'm coming at. I also bought a bunch of beats like a while ago, and now I'm just now getting the songs put together. Slow ass, like, that's really, I was just making all the reasons not to like get that shit done. Like, oh, I need to do this, X, Y, and Z, when that's all excuses. But with that being said, I'm at the point of now I'm gonna push that shit out. So then moving forward, I'm definitely gonna be either producing my own music or working with Gotti, or establish relationships with other producers. But right now, like, I'm pretty just locked in with myself and Gotti. Shout out Gotti. You guys need to check out his Zoo series. Shit's pretty crazy, and tap into his Instagram and everything. He has so much wisdom and knowledge. So y'all missing out if you're not already affiliated with him. I'm gonna try to mold my own sound right and just invest and be all in and put my money where my mouth is. So right now I'm just getting everything in line for my run as an independent artist. What I mean by everything in line, like the infrastructure with licensing and everything, as well as fixing my credit and managing my debt, so I can then get business credit to leverage those credit cards and make right investments. Since I'm gonna be using my active income to fund my music career, I'll be able to use the business credit and everything to start building the foundation to generational wealth. And then that way I can focus on what I'm good at and like not actually ever have to work. My ultimate goal is to be a serial entrepreneur and essentially build the company, hire a version of me, and then fire myself. So I literally don't work. I just have like Zoom meetings, right? Not gonna be like 17 companies all at once. It's gonna have to start with one company and then understanding the process of having a company so I can understand like SOPs and everything. And then once I'm able to run a successful business, I can take that into another industry that I have some sort of knowledge in. Because you don't want to go into industry that you're completely clueless in, because you're going to get ate up by sharks for sure. SOP, system and processes, is what I'm putting in place. So I have every piece in place, knowing there's only like a couple options to do everything. Like, I'm either going to produce the beat or Gotti's going to produce the beat, or I'm going to buy it off YouTube exclusively. And then when it comes to recording the song, I'm only gonna record it at my crib or go to Gotti's house or a professional studio. Like, there's only 3 options. So I know SOPs, and then I have them listed by preference. Then after that's like, where am I gonna go to mix? I'll do a preliminary mix and probably send it off to a mixing engineer, AKA Gotti. And then we'll find someone to master it. Right now it's Gotti doing everything, right? That's who I'm gonna be delegating all that stuff to. I have SOPs for everything. Just being organized is pretty smart, especially if you're treating it like an industry as well. So with the personal branding, like MIB, right? As you see, shout out Austin Dvorak. Basically, MIB is from my homie who passed away in high school.
This week's High Beat Athlete of the Week is one of the most versatile players in the state of Kansas. Shawnee Mission West wide receiver Andre Maloney scored 2 touchdowns Friday night to lead his team to victory. The senior racked up 121 yards receiving, 41 yards rushing, and ran back a 55-yard punt return. They beat Olathe South 23-8 to remain undefeated.
And on behalf of Hy-Vee and 41 Action News, I'd like to present Andre with Athlete of the Week. Thanks, Andre.
Feels awesome. Last year, Kes Denby got it, and the team was excited. We had a great week of practice after that, and I hope it goes like this as it did last year.
Positive kid. He's a hard worker. Just can't ask enough. What he does is everything you need out of a kid.
Maloney is committed to play football at KU next year. He has a 3.7 GPA and plans to major in physical therapy. Very nice.
Commit to Kansas. He actually passed away scoring a touchdown, so that's some pretty crazy stuff. But his thing was make it big, right? Like MIB. Crazy story. In middle school, our football team, I didn't play on the football team, but we had 2 Shawnee Mission West football teams. And the one that Andre was on apparently was ass. Lost every game for the first 2 years, or middle school, right? And then they went on to be the best high school team from their freshman year all the way to when we won state as juniors.
Maloney in the Wildcat. On 4th down, calls the 20-yard line, 18. First down for the Vikings, and Shawnee Mission West is that much closer to a state title. Tim Callahan being congratulated by his assistants and his head coach. The head coach of the Vikings, and the celebration on the far sideline as the time ticks away in the Class 6A title game. And for the first time since 1985, Shawnee Mission West is a state champion. Congratulations to the Vikings, who defeated the Salthawks in Topeka. Final, Shawnee Mission West 19, Hutchinson 14.
That's just where that originates from. I'm obviously locked in on personal growth, so it's kind of hard for me to even entertain anything else because I'm just so dialed in. So if I do something that's not aligned with my goal, it kind of just messes with my head because I'm really focused on staying consistent because that's something I've lacked in the past. So I really just want to make sure I cut out all distractions and stay as focused as possible. In my opinion, you can have like these quantifiable goals and everything, but in reality, habits dictate success. I wake up every day like on fire, ready to roll, and like every day is an opportunity to ball out. I want to be around people like that who appreciate every opportunity because most people in life are zombies and fucking hate life because they never took a chance on themselves. So they put that insecurity on other people and just say fuck the world. So I say fuck the world the other way because I'm trying to pop off. Like, I'm not scared of any human. I believe I'm one of the ones, right? I just got put in the work. Anyone can be one of the ones. You just have to literally be convicted in what you're doing and put the habits in the right places and make right decisions. People get lazy and they make excuses, myself included. So you just got to make sure you cut off loose ends and get your habits in place. That also includes being healthy with what you consume, not just your food, the content you consume, what you listen to. Everything is your diet. So you got to just be very picky about what you choose to intake because that's ultimately going to form your thoughts, and then your thoughts form your universe. I know I'm like in control of everything I'm doing to a certain extent, right? So 4 quarters, baby.
Every time I took a loss, came back and paid the cost. Turned myself into a boss. I don't ever mean to floss. Give me lit just like some gloss. They gon' nail me to the cross. Ain't no days I'm taking off. Like a rocket taking off. Like Hakeem we taking off. Like Yao Ming we taking off. Like Harden we taking off. Like T-Mac we taking off. Sit back and laugh while the haters throwing salt. Ain't no days I'm taking off. Like a rocket taking off.